Welcome to Essential Ingredients, powered by Next Gen Purpose. EI serves up thoughtful conversations with industry leaders and pioneers who support a regenerative future for our food system. The stories shared by our guests are meant to spark curiosity and inspire informed global change. Hi, and welcome to Essential Ingredients. Today, I'm so pleased to have with you Steve Ritz and I'm your host, Justine Reichman. So welcome. So today is
Justine, good morning. It's so good to see you. You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Steve. It's great to see you too. You're on my side of the coast here in Arizona, so it's great to catch up with you. And it's always good to hear what you're up to. You're always doing such great stuff. So it's good to catch up. And this is so special because we thought of you in particular.
I'm looking at you and, I remember when, it's coming up on just over 10 years since we started this work. And from when I first met you and, recently we just realized that we went from 17 children to over 270,000. So who would have known? Who would have known? So it's so great to see you. And like, I'm looking at you and remembering those days.
That is amazing. And that's a huge amount. What an amazing feat. Like you've
gone from Bronx to the world. That's what I always said.
It really is. I remember, we met at TEDx Manhattan back in the day at the New York Times building.
Right.
And now you've grown so much and now you're traveling all over the world and creating these farms in different places and creating education. And that's what I really want to talk to you about, because we are coming up on this week of education around children, and Next Gen Purpose and Essential Ingredients really wants to support this, and we want to support you and your efforts.
Thank you. You hit the key word. It is still, for me, education. And that's, I'm still not a farmer per se. The kids are growing way more vegetables than I ever am, but we now have 675 high-performing schools all around the nation in some of the most marginalized communities. And the secret for our success is the art and science of growing vegetables aligned to high-performing academic standards. So we are transforming both the lens of public education and personal eating outcomes. Just this month, we learned about some of our students getting into some of the best private high schools in America, which is awesome. Some great college acceptance news and some amazing data regarding our green Bronx machine classroom curriculum. So timing for this is perfect. We have requests. We're still small and humble. We have a big footprint, but we're still small. So this fundraising lift really helps us. We get requests now from hundreds of schools across the country that need support, that want training. And we would love this opportunity to raise some money to support them, to give them the tools they need, the support they need, the gardens they need, the technology, and to cover the cost of doing all that. So perfect timing.
Well, I'm glad that we could be here to support those efforts and support this week in particular, and in particular you. So for those that are not familiar with what you do and the impact you're having, can you share a little bit about some of the initiatives you have, maybe one or two, and the impact that they're having for your children that are going through this?
Super. So the most important thing we do is, we grow vegetables, our vegetables grow students, and our students grow schools. And at the heart of our work is the Green Bronx Machine classroom curriculum. Now, I always said school is really important. So imagine having a curriculum that takes the art and science of growing vegetables indoors using 90% less water, 90% less space, classroom-based. So it is an indoor academic learning garden aligned with whole school curriculum. We do it with no annual fees, no tiered subscriptions, $1,349 for a site license, and it sponsors a school into perpetuity. All of the training, you have access to me, tons of online training that you can download. The reality of COVID, sadly, is that it made us as an organization crisis resilient. We figured out on a dime how to make training accessible, how to make professional development accessible, and really took the monetization out of curriculum and education and really democratized it so that anybody anywhere can afford it, along with the purchase of a tower garden for a classroom. So our Green Bronx Machine classroom curriculum has transformed academic outcomes in ways, and teacher training in ways we never imagined. So much so that the State University of New York is now using it to train teachers in all content and subject areas. We then came up with another program, which you are gonna love. And it's called Green Bronx Machine in a Box. And it was the brainchild of Lizette. And literally, we send the garden, the curriculum, and an entire box fully sourced with blenders, aprons, cutting boards, knives, salad spinners, measuring cups, everything you need for a fully immersive classroom, tower to table to tummy experience. And literally even comes with reusable silverware, dishwashing soap, and towels. So the teachers never have to go to a 99-cent store. And literally, with the curriculum and the program, they are reading, writing, doing math and science daily while growing themselves a meal. And it culminates in a harvest party. And the most amazing thing is 100% of the teachers across America love the program, and 94% of the students want to do it again, which is awesome sauce, because what are they doing? Eating more vegetables, growing more food, sharing more recipes, eating more healthy. So it's really been a blessing. And that's called Green Bronx Machine in a Box. And it's unbelievable because literally that box lives in a classroom into perpetuity. We've aligned it with a new TV show called Let's Learn with Mr. Ritz and Tower to Table to Tummy, which is a whole immersive cooking series that teaches kids how to grow food, cook it in the classroom, and share it in the classroom. And just launched it on a new YouTube channel called Green Bronx Machine Kids. So if you're watching, check it out and please subscribe.
Wow, Steve.
Can I say that again? No, don't.
I know, I love it. First, let's just talk about how accessible all of this is, that you've made it. I mean, it really is accessible. It's accessible so that everyone can take advantage of this. You've made it so that the students, the colleges, the states, everybody can take advantage of this. So when we go to raise money for this now, talk to me again, reiterate this for me, because you were saying just how accessible this is, how affordable these programs are. And when somebody is donating money, I want them to understand what they're actually getting for this and the impact it's having. So when they're spending $13 or $14, what that's buying for somebody and the impact it's having on somebody.
Great. So you can sponsor a school curriculum. Imagine an entire school, all the teachers in a whole school in a marginalized community being trained for $1,349 into perpetuity. Teachers come, teachers go. We don't care. We're going to sign you up and stay with you for life. And that has been one of the most transformational tools in America. Realize our number one client are school principals and school superintendents interested in transforming pedagogical outcomes. For another $1,500, you can put an indoor academic learning garden in a classroom into perpetuity. Imagine inside a community where you go from a box to a garden in 45 minutes if you're a man and 15 minutes if you're a woman, because you'll read the directions and follow the instructions, where you can grow vegetables all year long in a classroom with little ones, and enough so that that whole class can have a copious party and tons of salad to eat and take home.
Wow, Steve, it's amazing what you've created and the access you've given schools to healthier food. And
I'll put it in a different number. Literally, when you break it down, it costs about $43 a student. So if your listeners are willing to donate $43, that's changing a student's life over a 9-week cycle with daily instruction, access to a garden, and full curriculum development for $43 per student. So donate one for your student and donate one for his or her best friend.
Well, for everyone that is willing to donate, we are matching donations. So I hope that you will donate to the Green Bronx Machine. We will have a link here so that it is easy for you to access. We'll make sure it's in the show notes and so that it's accessible, because this is a great initiative that Steve has put together. The education, the information, it makes such a huge difference. As you've heard here, the kids are going to great schools. It is something that these kids can learn, take with them. It is both education, it allows them to eat healthy, it allows them to learn, it allows them to work together and take with them on this journey. So Steve, did I
The
hit all the
greatest
high
force
points?
these kids have is public education, and make no doubt about it. You know, as I was sharing with you, I think before we hopped on formally, just this week, we learned that our students, many of whom where the average income for a family of four is $12,930 a month in EBT benefits, we are sending kids to some of the most prestigious schools in New York City and across the nation. And that's the work that we do. I'm going to send you a link to our data. And you could probably use that data right on to show people where their money goes, the impact we make, and the results that we've had to date. And, you know, Justine, you were there. You were an early adopter and one of our first supporters. I still remember looking at you on stage, not even knowing what I was doing at TED. Like, who is this guy, TED? And here we are. So it goes to show you that we are the ones we are waiting for. And that from the ground up in communities that need it most, where we are both under-resourced and over-extracted, together in community, and with dedicated people, we can grow something greater. So thank you so much for this amazing opportunity. And thank you all for tuning in today.
Yes, thank you all. And I hope that we can support you to continue to do the work that you're doing in some small way.
Yes. Well, thank you. God bless you. And check out the website. Come visit.
And the YouTube channel so that they can work.
And yes, Green Bronx Machine Kids. Subscribe. Yes, please. Green Bronx Machine Kids on YouTube. It's Board of Ed approved. They're great 6-minute educational capsules. I'm telling you, it's like Mr. Cotter meets the hood, meets Mr. Rogers in the hood with fresh fruits and vegetables.
I love it. Thanks so much, Steve, for
thank you. See you soon. Yeah, thank you.
Have a great trip. Thanks so much.
To learn more about these episodes and access show notes, go to nextgenpurpose.com and choose podcast. If you like this episode, head to Apple Podcasts or your favorite platform to subscribe and leave us a review. Visit the Next Gen Purpose YouTube channel to subscribe to our EI videocast and give this episode a like while you're there. Follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn at Next Gen Purpose, and connect with me on LinkedIn or Instagram at Justine_Reichman. Thanks for joining us.